are you working at? Now let's get back to this other conversation. Using them at first, but would like to build it. I'm more interested in growing the Vima business now. Why? How did you learn about Vima? And she's typing a message. Now I got some other conversational examples I want to bring up and show you. Sound like you've been busy. Yes, I have been working about 2 months, still on orientation. Doing now. So she tells me that I asked her if she'd like to talk on the phone. She says, I don't know about what. I don't want to be rude. I just don't want to get hurt. So we had, I asked to move to nursing, back to nursing. Good for you. Are you happy? An email that was sent to me to check it out. Okay. What was it that interested you in the biz? Now she's still typing, so I want to wait for her to respond, to finish typing. Do you know about this product and why the MLM question? Okay. Always kind of a student of the industry and like to know about other companies and why people choose them. I love to work 12 hours a shift. A little rough. I will like it when I am on my own because I can work on my own routine. I give them 6 months to feel totally comfortable. So here you got a woman that is actually staying in nursing. When you read the actual conversation that we had, whoops. Wonderful conversation. I actually got her on the phone. Now, she started nursing. She really isn't interested in the business, in a business. Not when she's back in nursing. So this is a wonderful conversation that you're going to be able to follow. Let's go over and look at some other examples of the way you want to be connecting with people. Now here is a perfect conversation. The fellow goes online. He says, hi, I hope I'm not disturbing you. I noticed you were a diver. I am too. Do you dive often? Now the whole purpose here is you find a person's hot button. It's in their page. When the page comes up, you can see if there's a word that's repeated more than once. It's their hot button. You can tell by the subject. You can tell by all the things that are going on. This was a nurse that was into diving. Notice he ends his instant messages with a question. Do you dive often? Not lately, but hope to make a trip this summer. Fantastic. I'm going to Asia this summer. Where are you headed? Not sure yet, no definite plans. How did you find me? People are going to want to know. I was relaxing and searched the profiles for interesting people to talk to. I liked your quote. Thank you. You had an impressive profile as well. Thank you. I work at home as a consultant. What kind of medical professional are you? Because she had in her profile, she was a medical professional. And notice she comes back, and for the first time, it's a 2-letter answer, RN. Short answers indicate the person that you're talking to really isn't interested in talking about that. Or they're not interested in talking to you. Wonderful. I've been a consultant for 5 years now. How long have you been an RN? Almost 10. Again, these are the shortest answers he's gotten since he started. You must like it then. Have you ever been on? Have you been on the internet a long time? Me, I've been online for about 10 years. About 3 years. Even here she answered more than up above. Almost 10, about 3 years. Me, I don't have any children. What do your boys do? Now look at what happens when she starts talking about her boys. My boys are 24 and 26, the oldest engaged. They are in telecommunications. That's a booming field. Did they inherit computer skills from you? LOL, my oldest is very sharp, a whiz in math. My youngest, fun-loving kind of guy, a blast to be around. They are my best friends, and you don't see a better example of somebody who enjoys talking about things that they like. So now she's giving me her pitch. FEMA only has 2 legs, power leg and profit leg, to grow, and your upline has people under you as well. It is less difficult than the Nikken method, plus there are only 2 products to focus on, the liquid nutrition and the energy drink. Now, how long has she been? Now, she's been with Vima a few months. How long? How are you doing with it? Excellent. Must be tons of fun. One of my brothers is a computer whiz. Me, I type with 2 fingers and they need spell check. And she goes, LOL, is that the reason you respond slowly? I knew you were a genius. LOL, not too hard to figure out. See all the red here? We're having a conversation. It's going back and forth. You can tell when a person likes you. I work with a few RNs. Okay, here you go. Not too often. I'm online frequently. How about you? Not too often. I work a lot. I work with a few RNs, overworked and underappreciated. Yes, we are. Today was a prime example. Rough day? Yes, shorthanded in staffing. As charge nurse, I couldn't find anybody to work. And when she can't find anybody to work, she works. I hear you. You must love working with people, though, since you've been there for 10 years. Only with this job, 7 months. Been a nurse for 10 years. I love my patients. And that's what nurses do. They love their patients. It's the system that burns them up. Just like school teachers love their students. They love teaching, but it's the administration, it's the school board, it's the system. It's the work that they have to bring home. It's the liability that burns school teachers out. I know what you mean. It gives one a great sense of satisfaction helping others. I get it also teaching others. And now she's curious. What kind of a consultant are you? I show people how to develop additional income from home using their computer. Have you ever thought of anything like that? Yes, but never found anything that was honest and profitable. Everybody wants to make money on the internet. Turn your television on at 2 o'clock in the morning and you see all these television commercials from people. We can show you how to make money selling stuff on eBay. We can show you how to make... buying and selling stuff on eBay or Amazon.com doesn't create residual income. You only make money when you sell stuff. But never found anything that was honest and profitable. Like anything, there's good and bad. You just have to know where to look. What have you looked at? Mostly MLM kind of thing. Would love to stay at home more and use my computer for additional income in some kind of way. Everybody would. While there are a lot of scams and MLM games floating around, there are also some fine legitimate companies. It's not hard to know the difference when you know what to look for. Now here's where you get to be helpful. I'd be happy to help you in this area and show you a few things that might be of interest to you. If you like any of them, I'll show you how you can work your business on your computer. What would you do with the added income? I use mine to travel and school. But yes, that or buy a house. Well, that can definitely be done. What kind of a house? Big, small, pool? Medium-sized pool would definitely be nice. I love my pool. I'm in Indiana currently. Where in the country are you? Louisiana. Where in Indiana? I'm in southern Indiana, Evansville, next to the Kentucky border. Where in Louisiana are you? And here's something that I saw and I smiled because she says, I may get kicked offline. If I do, look for me, okay? Okay, will do. I've added you to my buddy list. Feel free to add me to yours. I have a friend that goes to Evansville often. He lives up in Indianapolis. Fantastic. Evansville is a crossroad. I'm in Indy often too. How do you know someone in Indy? Through the internet. This is a wonderful medium. You get to meet great people and make friends. Look at all the red. Yes, you do. Met and dated a very nice guy from Vermont last year. Almost married him. We're still good friends. And I've met a lot of wonderful people that have become great friends. So when I travel, I have friends all over. This woman is networking and she's not getting paid for it. You're in the process of learning how to do the same thing. I thought you were quite comfortable online. You could develop that into an income source and go after that house. I'm not a salesman. Salesperson, please, LOL. Actually, it's more about making friends than selling. Really, I'm very good at that. Especially since you love helping people. That's what I show people to do from home. By the way, my name is Astrid. What's yours? Sally. Hi, Sally. Great talking to you. Now, this is a funny conversation because Astrid was one of my coaching students. And he just got, and this was one of the first conversations he had. He didn't know what to say, so we decided, well, before I mess this up, I'm going to talk to Max tomorrow, and then I'll get back to her. He says, great talking to you. I'm off for my beauty sleep now. Hope to catch you online again soon. Okay, Esther. I'd like to know more. When would you like to share that? Give me a time this weekend and I can call you. What's your number? You can call me, and he gave her an 800 number. I'll be around in the morning. I can call you or leave you an email. Great. How about buzzing me between 8 and 10? I can do that. Okay, then. Looking forward to talking to you. Have an excellent day. And then she comes back and says, tell me something. How did you find my screen name? I was relaxing and searched the profiles for people online. I liked your quote, a cut above the average stuff out there. She says, I find very few that are honest and sincere. And she's right. But you have to know what to look for. The old 80-20 principle. There's enough good people out there to make it worthwhile making friends. It sure was nice meeting you. You two look forward to chatting more. And by the way, she did get into Esther's business. Okay, now look at all the typing she's doing. Don't fall into this trap. Okay, but slower than I would like. I feel like the mentality in this community and much of the U.S. is still very prescription drug oriented, Western medicine, and not about preventative maintenance with natural products. They are quick to take a drug with dangerous side effects than to use vitamins, minerals, and herbs. I am not a health nut, but I do believe in doing all that we can to add natural, healthy nutrients to our diet. Slower than I would like. Now she's still typing. So we're going to let her type some more. Here's another example. Started out the conversation with someone, hello from the beach, I'm visiting family there in Roslyn next week. How's the weather? It's cold and icy. Who are you? I says, my name is Max. I'm waiting for a friend I work with to come online and notice you on my buddy list. We spoke for a few moments in January, but you were busy working. Did I catch you at a good time? He says, yes, not much going on here today. How'd you find me? I searched the member directory in January for someone on Long Island because I wanted to find out what the weather was like. Local knowledge beats the Weather Channel. You had the nicest profile. When I searched, what do you do? What do you do? How long have you done it? What did you do before? I'm going to drill that into you until you're going to say it in your sleep. Maintenance, I get on a soapbox and type without checking. Plus, it is dark in here. LOL. Turn the light on. Now, I need to ask her a question. Well, she's typing something, so I'm going to wait for her to do that. I have an internet. She said, "What do I do? I have an internet business that I can run from anywhere, so I get to travel a lot. How long have you been working there?" That would be too easy. And she's still typing. Let's give her a chance to type. That sounds interesting. I've been working here for 3 years. I was hired when the market was hot and crazy. Now it's slowed down quite a bit. 2 people quit last week. They haven't sold anything in 5 months. It's like that in Florida too. Sales way down, foreclosures way up. What did you do before you started working there? I was at home raising my boys. What kind of internet business? I've always wanted to do that. I climbed in under the covers because it is so freaking cold in Ohio. It was 76 here today. Now I want to ask a question. What kind of things are you doing to now she says here, what kind of internet business? Now you don't want to get into a big discussion. It's in the health and nutrition area. I've been doing this for several years. Always wanted to do what? She said up here, I've always wanted to do that. Have an internet business. I get dozens of emails a week about doing that. They all sound like scams. You can't be too careful these days. I once sold something on eBay. No kidding. I get the same junk email. What prompted you to go to work at the real estate office? Look at all the red. And look at how little I'm typing. Well, there's a conversational flow that's going on here that is happening because she likes my page. She likes my profile. What prompted you to work at the office? My boys are older now. They're 16 and 17 and both amazing athletes. My eldest son is a top tennis player in New York State for his age, and my youngest is rated 5th. I used to drive them to tournaments and practice. Now they both drive and don't need their mother like they used to. They have their own activities and friends. I was bored and wanted something to do. Sounds like you're very proud of them. What does your husband do? Rub it in. Chrissy, my daughter. Okay, so she's still typing. Was bragging about how nice it is there too. My husband is a financial analyst on Wall Street for a large firm. He's quoted by the Wall Street Journal all the time. We'll be married for 20 years in July. Sounds like you have a pretty terrific life. Why would you want to have an internet business? I'd like to be my own boss instead of working for someone else. Tell me more about your business. Are you looking for something to do? It sounds like you could be very successful in my business. Look what she says. I've always been good at whatever I set my mind on. If I believe in something, I can sell anything. They call me Mighty Mouse at the office. I don't see this business getting any better for a long time. That's what my broker says. He's even considering looking for part-time work. I'd like to know more about what you do. I'd be happy to email you some information. We could talk about it on the phone after you've reviewed it. Would that work for you? Yes, it would. I'll send it over now. When would be a good time to call you to answer your questions? I'll look it over as soon as I get it. Give me an hour and then call me at the office. It can be that easy. Now, here is one of my favorite conversational examples where we actually had 2 people talking to the same person. We have Linda and Helen both talking to Ann. Ann's a school teacher. Now, in these conversations, Linda is on the same intellectual level as Ann, and you can see that in the way they communicate and they tie. Helen isn't exactly the sharpest tack in the box and asks the right questions, but because there's a difference in intellectual level, Helen kind of shoots herself. 2 people, same person. 2 networks. So Linda starts the conversation. Linda, by the way, is a doctor. Hello from Snowy, Ontario. Linda was actually one of my coaching students, and she got such a rush when I went over this conversation with her. Hello from Snowy, Ontario. Online, waiting for a friend to come on. Saw your profile. Great quote. So true. Have you done a lot with feng shui? I just know a little bit about it. I've done a little bit, and what I've done has been pretty effective, I believe. Hello. So she picks the fact that this woman is into feng shui, and she starts a conversation. How'd you get involved with it? She's asking questions. She's doing the right job. I read about it, a bit about it long ago, and then just kept reading. It intrigued me, so I dabbled in it a bit. And I discovered that there's a great deal about it that makes perfect sense. I know I prefer a life with plenty of white space, so decluttering was my first step. I just find it fun. Your quote on your page is also very nice. I've heard that decluttering is the first step. What other things have you done to use it in your life? Most of what I do through intuition. Sometimes I just know what feels right, where something should be, where things should not be for comfort, and I go with my gut instinct. I prefer simplicity. Look at all the red. They're really connecting here. And so I surround myself with very few things and listen, and instead surround myself with good, positive, loving people. It sure makes all the difference in the world. You've got it. Do you meditate? What you are doing with the horses, because Linda and her husband rescue horses and she had it in her pay. Such wonderful giving work. I admire that very much. It tells me a great deal about the kind of human you are. You are a very good person. And now she switches to meditation. Now what I wanted to know was what happened to, what do you do? Rub it in. My daughter was bragging about how nice it is. I was buying Google AdWords, but too expensive. I send bi-weekly email newsletter to my sphere. I have given product samples and literature to individuals as well. I have placed ads in things like Craigslist and in my groups, etc. So here's a woman who's trying to build her business on the internet. Sounds like have you approached any of your Nikan friends about your new company? Now, do you meditate? What do you do? Yes, I do, although not as regularly as I should. I need to remember that I have to find my happy place first every day so I can transfer those feelings to those around me. Well, you are kind, and I thank you on behalf of my husband and myself. He does the heavier work. We have 8, and 6 out of the 8 are rescue and are wonderful beings, sometimes tarts. We do groundwork and trail riding. It sounds like fun and exciting work. And I want you to remember this line. It sounds like fun and exciting work. I copied it up here. Now she goes back to meditation. Came across Matt Clarkson's work. CDs, they are nice if you're not simply and quietly doing your own. I'll have to look and check those things out. Balance in life is what it's all about. That is continuous. Are you into yoga or exercise? So she goes from feng shui to meditation, and now she's talking about exercise. Why can't she ask the question, what do you do, how long have you done it, and what did you do before? It doesn't have to be this hard. I have mostly weight training, though. I also like Pilates and yoga. I have to admit that I've allowed life to get too busy for those lately, and I recently must get back into the groove. I am a very busy person, and I sometimes forget that I have to take time to take care of myself. Weight training. Do you notice how they're typing an equal amount? Weight training is wonderful. Good for our bones, too. Are you using free weights? Pilates and yoga I really like, too. Like you, life is busy. I hear that to put it down in your day timer. Appointment with yourself. Exactly. Look at all the red. Yes, I use free weights only. I would rather control the weights and have the machines do the work. I worked out on a regular basis most of last year, then slacked off when my daughter and her family came to visit. Then the fall was so busy for me, I stopped working out. It's time I get back to working out regularly again, though. Because there's no better stress reliever. It always makes me feel empowered and releases all those endorphins, so I never ever down or depressed, only happy. Yes, we need those endorphins around. They give us a positive perspective on life. Notice how they're connecting on an intellectual level. I'm also on a program to lose some weight and gain muscle tone. Jack Canfield wrote about it in one of his first Chicken Soup for Health books. Sounds like you're taking very good care of yourself. That's commendable. I find as women we need to, although I'm always in the process like falling in the mud, as we so often are the nurturers and need to have the ability and resources to give in a positive and healthy way. And she goes, exactly. Mostly my downline, I was afraid to approach my direct upline because he does so well at Negan and they sell a juice product as well. So what do? Okay. So she's asking me what I do. I used to be in networking in a networking company. Now I teach networkers. Well, instead of doing that, let me do this. Provides me the funds to travel and sail Now I want to ask her a question. She says here that she's already used, I was buying Google AdWords, but it's too expensive. Travel and sale. Connecting with people on MySpace about your business. And I hope not, because her profile will turn people off. And now she says, you sound like a very energetic, positive lady. Your students are fortunate to have you in your world. So finally, she gets to talking about this teaching. Your students are fortunate to have you in your world. Why couldn't she say, what do you do? Thank you, I am the fortunate one. They are truly amazing. Wonderful, heartwarming little miracles. I love going to work each day, and when I'm not there, I'm thinking about them. I absolutely love children, and teaching is pure joy for me. What ages do you teach? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She could have been having this conversation 20 minutes earlier. I teach third grade, but since I teach in the inner city, not exactly the best teaching job in the area. My students come from all levels of academic attainment, so my third graders range from 8 to 11. Most are 8, turning 9 now. Great ages and so in need of love and guidance, someone to show them hope and faith in their lives. Oh yes, they love me as much as I love them because they know in their hearts that I am genuine and that I am there for them. It can make all the difference in their life direction, and sometimes we don't know about this until years later. Yes, children, like animals, know when a person is genuine. Yes, they certainly do. I have to admit I trust children far more than I trust adults. Yes, understand, clarity of being. In most cases, some more thoughts to share again, as I have a teleseminar to be on in a few minutes, so if you'll pardon my exit, until next time, have so enjoyed talking with you. No problem, as I've also enjoyed chatting with you. Bye for now. Yes, I have. Nice page, but not good for networking and prospecting on MySpace. Okay, so here's Helen. Hi, I am Helen. What grade do you teach? Now notice, as much as she was talking in the other one, she's going to match Helen's type style. I teach third or present. In your profile you mentioned that you have the best job in the world. You like teaching a lot? I do. I feel pure joy every day being with my students. So what is your internet biz? I want what you have. Be right back. Need a glass. So what is your internet business? I want what you have. But I want to get into this. How many students do you have? I feel pure joy every day being with my students. How many students do you have in your class? 22. 14 girls, 8 boys. That's wonderful. I couldn't ask for more, to be honest. Notice she's not typing any more than Helen is. How long have you been teaching? 8 weeks. LOL. I'm a brand new teacher at age 50. All of the talking, all of the conversation that Linda had, and she didn't find out this vital piece of information simply by asking those simple questions. Oh, you just started to teach? Yes, best decision I ever made. What did you do before? Well, read this. Many things. My most recent job before teaching was as a trainer for doctors, nurses, and other medical personnel, teaching them to use electronic medical record software. Before that, I was an advertising sales consultant for a city newspaper. Nothing compares with teaching children. Nothing! I do it for free, truly, if I could afford to do so. You did many things, but you did not fully enjoy your jobs? No, I didn't really like any of my previous positions. They just weren't a good fit with my spirit. What especially didn't you like? The jobs you had sound very interesting. Both of my recent positions were very stressful, with way too much out of my immediate control. I dealt with adults who acted more like children, very bad children. I understand nobody needs that kind of stress. Life has enough stress without one's occupation adding to it. At my present job, there is stress. She's been teaching for 8 weeks and she's already talking about stress. But I can balance out my day and my responsibilities in a way that reduces most of the stress. I truly love what I do. I miss being with my children, my kids when I'm off work. I like today. All I think about is getting back to them. So now she wants to know, what do you know from your last message about your page? That's wonderful. I'm sure your children love you as much as a teacher, you as a teacher too. LOL, they say I'm the best teacher they ever had. Love is mutual. They are amazing. This is very rewarding. Yes, it is. I have truly found my happy place. When I'm at school, my spirit soars. Wonderful. It makes a big difference if you like what you do. It's fun. And here's where she blows it. It makes a big difference if you like what you do. This grammatically, this isn't correct. If you like what you do, it makes a big difference. It's fun. What do you mean it's fun? It sounds like life is fun. It just, and look at the answer she gets. Yep. The first time. Short answer. 3 letters. Yep. And now Helen goes, did you have to go back to college to become a teacher? Yep. 3 letters. You did this together with working your other jobs? I'm curious. How did you find my username and profile? I did a search in the Yahoo memo directory and found you. Oh, 1 less letter than the yep. I was searching for teacher because I am a teacher too. Oh. Again, I was waiting for a friend of mine to come online and I was looking for teachers, people who teach. I was looking for teacher, I was looking for teachers because I teach. Oh. Is your name Anna? To the internet world, yes. What is your real name? Sorry, this is the internet and I am done with this conversation. Now let's get back to my friend over here. What do you mean from your last message about your page and networking? I was talking about your page. The words in a person's page indicates their online agenda. You are so obvious about what you're selling, that most people won't respond to you because your agenda is selling your product. Have to go for now. Let's talk again, and I can suggest some changes that will enable you to build your biz on MySpace without spending okay? Now, what am I doing here? I'm making a friend. You can be making friends with people in other networking companies. She's not making any money. She loves the product. At some point in time, she could still continue to use the product, but she's looking for a business opportunity. If she can't make money doing that, maybe she could make money doing something else, like in your business. The online relationship game is all about connecting with other people, establishing a friendship, learning about them. And that's why when I look at conversations that people send me, I always ask people, count up the word. Finish a conversation, count up the words. How many words are you typing? How many words are they typing? And if you type more than them, you talk too much. Your page, your picture, set the tone for all of your conversations. Now in our next session, we're going to talk about all the secrets to having profitable conversations. We're going to literally hand you the keys to, because the internet is an online goldmine. And the secrets to starting a profitable conversation are, number one, talk to the right people. Number two, ask the right questions and qualify the folks. So until next time, this is your online mentor, Max Steingart, wishing you all a wonderful afternoon. And remember, when you're sitting in front of your computer, you're within 3 feet of the entire online world. 223 million people on MySpace. You are a click away from new customers, from new distributors, from new business builders. When you know how to do this, the more selective you are, the better you're going to get. Now, as you start going out there and searching for people and adding friends to your list and communicating with them and talking to them, by the time you get to 200 to 250 friends, you should have pretty much squared away connecting with the right people, picking out the best people. There's no reason why you can't be adding 5 people a week to this business, to your business, whatever it is. It's all about who you choose to talk to. You'll have a wonderful rest, and the next series of lessons will literally wrap everything up. You're set up on a social networking site with a great page, with a good picture. You know how to search. You understand the relationship, the online relationship game. You can recognize when people are talking to you. You want to ask questions, learn about the other person. As Zig Ziglar says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Until next time, take care.